One name is synonymous with Red Boiling Springs High School girls basketball. That name is Larry White. He's been here for 34 seasons as head coach and doesn't plan on retiring anytime soon.
Okay, that's who I want right here, okay?
Larry White has coached basketball for 37 years at Red Boiling Springs. The last 34 years, he's served as the girls' head coach. He didn't exactly plan on staying here that long.
No, and the strangest thing, when I graduated from Middle Tennessee in 1974, and I actually student taught at Cannon County High School, and I intentionally got placed with Robert A. Harris, who's a legend in our girls basketball in this state, because to be honest with you, in high school I didn't like girls basketball at all. I dated a girl that played, and I'd still only get there. Our coach didn't make us get there till right before our games. But I've changed greatly since then, and it's been the greatest thing that's ever happened to me.
And why is that, would you say?
Well, I just love competition. I always have. If you and I play checkers, I'm gonna do my best to beat you. You know, I've gotten older now, and everybody, you know, the day-old question is, you know, when's Coach White ever going to quit, and this kind of thing. And I tell my kids, and I tell my son and my wife, or just anybody that asks me, when I go to the dressing room before we come out on the floor, I always have a little knot in my stomach, and I'm still nervous. If I ever go to that dressing room and it's not like that, I'll know it'll be time for me to quit. And it's gonna, for me, that may be hard because I'm so competitive, and I love this school. I love the opportunity it's always given me. I've had great players. I mean, just great kids. That's why it's been so much fun.
There it is. Good. Knock it down.
When Coach White first started at RBS, girls were still playing 6-on-6 basketball. He didn't know if the full-court 5-on-5 game would work out well.
I liked the 6-on-6 game. I thought it was a great game. We were unique in our state, but yet college basketball was starting to get going, and you know, and Coach Summit, she was totally against it here in Tennessee. And then when we changed, it was the greatest thing that ever happened to our school, because we've never had, I've been here 37 years now, I haven't coached a 6-footer yet. I haven't. We've always been small, but we were really quick, and we've been very guard oriented, even though we've had some really good post players. But we've been very guard oriented, and we like to press. We like to play pressure man a lot, and doing that, a smaller team can beat a bigger team if you make them play 94 feet, and you know, when you do it correctly. Right. But when you run up on those that are bigger, fast as you are, sometimes the outcome's not going to be your way still.
White says he doesn't have a favorite team over the 3+ decades he's coached, but a few of them do stand out.
All my teams that made it to the state tournament had to be special. You know, we went 3 times. Every one of those teams are really special to me. We have all-state players on each one of those teams. I will have to mention, I had one team here that we went 17-14. Camera Dozier and Haggard, played with Tanisha Haggard, and Leslie Holland were juniors that year, and Shireen Dickens was on that team also, and they were real overachievers. We made it all the way to the sub-state. We beat, in the region tournament, we beat 2 teams that we had lost to twice that year, and we beat them both by 1 point. The good Lord was looking down upon us, I really think, and he really helped us. But all those teams, and I've had teams that just got to the semifinals of the region. Nikki Woods, Carrie Wood, Leslie Sutton, teams I think of that. Gordonsville had a great team, and we were the only Class A team to beat them until they got to the Final Four. And it just worked out in the bracket that we had to play them, and they beat us. And I mean, I've told people before, some of my teams that didn't make it to the state tournament might have been better than some of the teams that did make it. And it was just because of the great competition up here in the Upper Cumberland.
Move it, move it. Get it out for kids. Yeah. Good shot. Get up, Dallas. All right, quick, let's go.
Coaching in this part of Middle Tennessee can be extremely challenging. Some of the girls' best teams in the state play in the Upper Cumberland region. Still, White says that makes his job more fun when demanding excellence from his players.
In this Upper Cumberland area, it is just so girl basketball oriented too. It's so strong. We have had more state champions from this area than the others by all stretch of the imagination, especially since we've been 5-on-5. But I mean, it's just been great. And the league I play in now with Watertown, Friendship Christian, Trousdale County, and of course ourselves. I mean, that league is just, I mean, it's tough too, and we've been fortunate. We've done well since we've been there. We've been fortunate to win that district, and then we've won in the region. We of course beat Clark Rains, and last year we played. The last 2 years we played Jackson County, of course, in the finals of the region. We didn't win it, but we had played them. Of course, when I was in that other district, we actually won that district. We beat Jackson County in the finals, went to the state tournament. But playing those teams, you know, girls basketball is so big in our area. For example, when our games are, especially when we're really, really good, if you want to get a seat in our gymnasium on our home side, our girls are usually come on the floor. We're trying to be on the floor by 5:25. By 5:45, if you're not here, you're not going to sit on the home side. You'll have to sit on the other side. But it's like that at Clark Rains and all those places. I mean, it's a great atmosphere. The town, not just the school, the town, the whole community, it's just part of it. And you know, we're all small. We're one of the smallest still schools in the state. We go 220 right now. Most of the time, since I've been here, we would average about 200. But we've been fortunate. We've had great talent, and it's just the one thing I feel like has made us so much more successful as our stability, that I've been fortunate to stay here this long. And you know, it's been a learning process for me from the time I started to now, and I've tried to keep I've tried to teach the same values every time. I hope when I'm with my kids, I want them to be a better young lady, not just a better basketball player, and we strive to do that at every practice and everything we do.
Coach White's players say he is tough on them in practice and in games, but they understand why.
He's very tough on us, but it makes us better players. If he wasn't tough on me, I wouldn't be where I am today. I say he's a very good coach. He's tough on the players, but he teaches them exactly what they need to know to play the game. He always knows about the games, about all the teams that are coming, and very prepared.
White's players also recognize how much their coach is a student of the game.
Very prepared coach. We always know everything about the team that we're going to play against, and he cares about us a lot. Anybody can tell that. He's always been there for anybody that needs help on our team. He always knows everything about the game to teach us.
I'd say very smart. He's been around a long time. He knows everything that goes on about the game.
White has won more than 500 games, captured 4 district titles, appeared in 5 sub-states, and played in 3 state tournaments. This year's team has struggled, but the coach thinks the Lady Dogs can make a late season push.
I think the #1 goal for our team is to still win our district, and I think we have an excellent chance. We've only played 2 district games. Now, we lost to Gordonsville at home before Christmas. You know, you want to win them all at home and play 500 on the road. Most times that'll get you a district title. But now we went to Watertown Tuesday night and really pulled a big upset, because Watertown, most people felt like they would be one of the preseason picks to win the district. So that was a big win for us on the road. We go to Trousdale County tomorrow night. That's become a huge rivalry game with us. We played in the semifinals of the region last year to go on to the sub-state, and it was a great game, a great atmosphere. But I think our team winning the district, I still think that is a very realistic goal for us. And then if we finish in the top 2 in the district, we get to host. That would be one of the top. We'll be either playing the 3rd place team or the 4th place team from up there. And I'm telling you, when we get people in this little gym and pack it, and I mean, anything is possible. And I still have high goals for this team.
And with the 37-year veteran leading the way, anything is possible.
Go bucket, grab it. Fill up time, fill up, swing it, ball reversal. Good.
While Coach White has been an RBS fixture for years, so has boys coach Michael Owens. Now in his 18th season of coaching at the school, Owens says he's still living his dream of coaching at his alma mater.
First took this job, you know, this is where I graduated from, and I hadn't had a lot of success here. We've been in the region semifinals, was the furthest we've ever been. That was my junior year when I played, and so I took this job. My goal was to take the program one step past that and kind of get the program, you know, kind of up in the top tier of Class A. You know, we've been ranked in the state since I've been coach. We won a couple of district championships. We got to the sub-state, which is, you know, when I did that, it was kind of like all my dreams come true. You know, we did that, so, you know, so I've just really enjoyed coaching at Red Bowling Springs. I enjoy the kids. I enjoy taking a team that's not very good and seeing how much they grow and how much they improve throughout the season, or taking a young team and having them for a couple of years and see how successful you can be. And so here at Red Bowling, I've been fortunate enough to do all that, and you know, I love coaching. I coach a lot of passion and a lot of pride, and I want my kids to play that way. And I'm tough on these guys because life's going to be tough on them. You know, life's not fair, and you know, and things. And I try to teach them that. You know, you have to work for what you get, and if something bad happens, you just stay positive and you keep a good attitude, and you know, and things good to turn out for you in life. So I try to really instill that in them. And but I enjoy coaching after 18 years, and I probably do it my whole life if I could.
Not only is Owens the boys' head coach, he's also the principal at Red Bowling Springs Elementary School, a title he's held the last 5 years. He finds both jobs challenging, but has fun balancing the two.
When I was in the classroom and I coached, I'd stress out about coaching and I'd worry about it all the time. But while I'm principal all day long, that takes all of my mindset and my full-time attention, so I don't worry about basketball. So when I come to basketball, that takes my whole attention and time and effort, and I don't worry about the elementary. So actually it's been a good thing to do both, because I don't stress out about either one of them. I just enjoy both of them, and you know, I'm fortunate enough to get to do both. I'm glad the Board of Education allows me to do that, and I enjoy both jobs.
Owens starts 5 seniors on this year's team and has 6 seniors overall on the squad. His players say Owens is a strict disciplinarian, but always fair.
If you do something wrong, he's going to get you, but he'll reward you if you do something right. He's pretty tough, but he's just doing it to improve us, make us play better on the court, you know. But he always cares. I mean, he's not doing it out of anything but trying to make us better players.
He's pretty tough. He's always yelling, but he's always telling you what to do right, and always correcting you, and he's just always telling you what to do. Make sure you're doing it the right way.
He's a hard-working coach. He tells us what we need to know, and he tells us what to do.
One thing the 6 seniors share is a close friendship. Many of them have been playing together for the last 4 years.
It's been really fun. We've been together. I've been with them since freshman year. I come from Herman Springs. We just hadn't had a whole lot of playing time, a little inexperienced, but we played together, played really good together too.
All 6 seniors, we've been together since 8th grade, and we've all hang out with each other and stuff, and we're really close because we had to be not getting to play as much with the seniors that graduated last year. So we all were on the bench together, cheering and stuff, and we all came really close.
Go! Good, good, attaboy, nice. We ready?
Owens says it's easier for teammates to be close when playing for a small school. As a matter of fact, he much prefers coaching at a smaller school than one 3 or 4 times the size of RBS.
I know my kids, you know. I know who needs things. I know who needs money. I know who needs help. I know who needs that phone call to get up in the morning and things like that, and needs that extra support. So you really know your players, and you can really help your players, you know, throughout their playing career. And you know, and those guys, you know, they always come back. I'm always, you know, in reference for jobs for them. They're always calling me. They stop by my house, you know, and so you remain close to them, and you know, because you can really help kids in this situation at a small school. And I enjoy doing that, and so yeah, I really like coaching at a small school better.
As for the rest of this season, Coach Owens tells me his team can still finish strong.
Our goals are still available for us. You know, we wanted to come in this season, try to be top 3 in the district, which, you know, you're an automatic spot in the region. So, you know, that's still very much available for us. You know, we've got a big game Friday night with Trisdale. You know, if we can beat Trisdale twice and Gornsville we'll clinch 3rd, and that's automatic berth in the region, that'd be really, really successful for this basketball team.
Goals the Bulldogs hope they can accomplish with the regular season wrapping up next month. Reporting in Red Bowling Springs, Barry Hyatt, NCTV.
Backdoor stuff really won't work against them because they really don't get out and overplay. It's kind of like their man-to-man type of zone. That's exactly done.